Good evening, I'm Rodney Dunigan. We're following a number of developing stories tonight, including a focus on cybersecurity. 1 year after the ransomware attack on the city, steps are being taken to keep families safe. What the latest improvements could mean for keeping your personal information safe. Also tonight, it was an emotional day in court for the mother accused in her 8-year-old son's death. More than a year after that little boy's death, the case is finally coming to an end. How long his mother will be spending behind bars.
Most of central Ohio is quiet for now, but more storms and lots of humidity are on the way. We're going to break it down hour by hour coming up.
And tens of millions of your tax dollars being spent to keep kids in Columbus away from violence. But is this effort truly working? We're taking a deeper look into summer programs meant to save young lives. Those stories and breaking news as it happens right now on Good Evening Columbus.
Good Evening Columbus on ABC 6 starts now.
Developing tonight, the city of Columbus continues to improve its cybersecurity. 1 year after that ransomware attack on the city, the question is, will it really make an impact? Aaron Simonek working to get us answers tonight.
In Columbus, Aaron Simonek, ABC 6 News.
At approximately 6:21 p.m., detectives located the body of a small boy in the attic inside a plastic trash bag. The trash bag was inside of a bivy bag. The boy was pronounced deceased at 6:33 p.m. Detectives believed the deceased boy to be Martonio Wilder.
It's a heartbreaking story that we have been following for more than a year now. A Columbus mother has changed her plea to guilty in the death of her 8-year-old son. LaShonda Wilder was given a life sentence in connection with the death of her son. She pled guilty to repeatedly abusing that little boy. Kate Seifert was in the courtroom for the emotional moments.
I'm Kate Seifert, ABC 6 News.
All new tonight, the state fire marshal is looking for an arsonist, and there's a $5,000 reward in the case. Someone set fire to a vacant mobile home in Frankfort, which is in Ross County. This all happened the night of July 5th. They say evidence shows someone set that fire on purpose. You can send tips to the state fire marshal or the Ross County Sheriff's Office. Tonight, we're learning that an Ohio woman will be serving 1.5 years in prison for organizing street takeovers. Ashlyn Rogers is from Port Clinton, but used social media to organize car meetups and street takeovers in Cleveland last year. Among the incidents resulting from those events, a mob attacking a party bus, crowds taking over I-90, and intersections shut down for hours. In addition to prison, Rogers must surrender her own car, a 2020 Infiniti Q50. Tonight, we're getting fresh information after 2 men were rescued in a construction accident. Tom Bosco has that story tonight from Sunbury. All right, turning to the forecast, Chief Meteorologist Marshall McPeak tracking things for us tonight. Marshall, hot and humid.
And not changing.
Thank you, sir. Still to come tonight, millions of your tax dollars are being used to fund programs to prevent youth violence here in the city of Columbus. Tonight, a look at how this money is used to keep kids out of trouble. And with heavy rain in the forecast, it's time to think about protecting your basement against flooding. What you should inspect right now before the rain starts. Millions of your tax dollars are being spent this year to keep kids away from crime and violence. Tonight, Steve Levine on your side looking into the impact of these programs.
News.
Developing tonight, community leaders in Chillicothe are fighting to save a historic paper plant. The new open letter that has been signed by more than 2,000 people is calling on the owner of the plant to reconsider a move to shut down next month. The letter highlights the massive economic impact of this closure, with more than 1,400 local jobs and nearly $1 billion across the state. They're requesting a response from that company by July 17th. Central Ohio has been hit hard with plenty of rain and flooding over the past few weeks. Tonight, we're on your side with ways to protect your home. Meteorologist Sarah Converse breaking it all down. Good evening, I'm Rodney Dunigan. We're following a number of developing stories tonight, including heartbreak for a local family. A young mother killed the suspect, her boyfriend, who has a history of violence. Tonight, we've got more on her family's push for justice. Also tonight, the man accused of killing his ex-wife's boyfriend at a crowded karaoke bar in court today. Where this case goes from here.
And we're tracking some storms moving across central Ohio this evening. Nothing watched or warned yet, and we've got more on the way. I'll have more details coming up in weather.
And all new tonight, the Dublin Police Department is going high tech. We will introduce you to the city's newest RoboCop working to keep local communities safe. Those stories and breaking news as it happens right now on Good Evening Columbus.
Good Evening Columbus on ABC6 starts now.
And we do start tonight with the weather. Showers and even thunderstorms popping up on the radar tonight. And as we look ahead to the rest of the week, you can expect more of the same. But right now we are getting a peek there of a look at a rainbow over downtown Columbus. Look at that. If you look to the top of your screen there, you can actually see it off in the distance. Love it. A little happiness after the rain. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Rodney Dunigan, meteorologist Jennifer Herbert, tracking things for us tonight. Okay, Jennifer, beautiful picturesque picture there.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Developing tonight, the man accused of gunning down his ex-wife's boyfriend in a crowded bar facing a judge today. He was tracked down in South Carolina over the weekend. Jeremiah Wilcox has the very latest.
I was in the emergency room with Rachel in December. I was in court. I wrote letters to the judge. I did everything. We have to change the system.
A local family shaken after a young mother of two was found dead. Police say her boyfriend killed her. And court records show the suspect had a history of domestic violence. Now the victim's family is pushing for change and justice. Kirsten Lindquist has the full story. Happening right now, Columbus police are looking for 3 people connected to a violent attack near the OSU campus. They released surveillance pictures from the area of 12th Avenue and High Street. Now, this was back on July 5th, just before 3 in the morning. Police say these 3 suspects beat a man and one of them bit a woman who tried to help. For a better look at these pictures and for contact information for police, just click this story on the ABC6 app. You can also head over to our website. And happening at this hour, a suspect locked up following a pretty scary road rage situation in Southwest Ohio. That suspect was in court in Claremont County today. Police say he followed a woman to her home after a confrontation on the road, but it didn't stop there.
In front of the homeowner, he went through the house, ransacked the house, turned computer monitors over, turned the TV over.
And get this, prosecutors say the guy had his 3 kids and his dog in the car when all of this happened. The kids are all under the age of 5 years old. Tonight he faces a long list of charges, including DUI and child endangering. Developing at this hour, it looks like the village of Bryce is back at it once again, handing out nearly 4,700 speeding tickets in under a year. Tonight we're digging into a long list of complaints and what some are calling a highly profitable speed camera scheme. Tom Bosco on your side.
I'm Tom Bosco, ABC6 News.
The Franklin County Clerk, of course, sent us a statement saying that they do have staff assigned to handle the number of cases filed by the village. Tonight, the clerk is requesting more money to hire more staff. After the break, Dublin going high-tech in a push to keep the community safe. Ahead, how the new RoboCop that you see right here will soon be patrolling city streets. And we're still seeing some action on the radar tonight, how the rest of the night is shaping up. Plus, we're tracking the next chance of storms. That's coming up. New information tonight about an escape from the Franklin County Minimum Security Jail. 4 men able to escape back in May, and one of those suspects is still on the loose. Steve Levine tracking the very latest in this investigation.
It's been 6 News.
Developing tonight, a new kind of officer is patrolling the streets of Dublin, and it's rolling on wheels. The city has launched a pair of security robots as a part of a pilot program aimed at boosting public safety.
Welcome to Dublin. I am a safety robot that helps the Dublin police secure this parking garage.
Meet Dublin's newest patrol partner. The AI-powered security robot is now making the rounds at Riverside Crossing Park and the Rock Crest parking garage near the library in historic Dublin. Built by California-based Nightscope, the autonomous robot is equipped with cameras, 2-way emergency communication, and the ability to flash lights or make announcements.
Please lock your vehicle before going to explore downtown Dublin.
I think people are excited to see the adoption of technology incorporated into the police department and various other sectors of the city to make it a safer, more enjoyable place for our community members.
This RoboCop runs 12-hour shifts, returning to dock and recharge between patrols. It streams live video to officers and can instantly relay emergency calls.
So if you were to approach the robot and you needed assistance for some reason, didn't have access to a phone, you could press that emergency call button and it will eventually ring through to our dispatch center.
It's all a part of a 2-year pilot project to test how new technology, from drones to license plate readers, can support public safety in high-traffic, mixed-use zones. The robot's deployment is a part of a larger strategy to create smarter, safer spaces, and the city will evaluate its impact over the next 2 years.
And if you spot this robot on your next visit to downtown Dublin, officers say to feel free to interact. It's there to assist and engage. The city will continue collecting information to decide on future safety technology innovations in the city. All right, back to that stormy weather tonight. We have some pictures that viewers have chimed in. Check this out. This is a storm moving through Circleville. Thanks to Tracy for these images. And we have a picture from Washington Courthouse. Look at the downpour here from this storm. Thanks, Melanie, for sending in this picture. You can chime in as well using the ABC6 app. And of course, meteorologist Jennifer Herbert tracking things for us tonight. And I know it's cleared up somewhat in some communities, but others expecting a bit of rain tonight as well.
Yes.
And we start with breaking news tonight at 5. A global biotech company with labs right here in Columbus is set to start the weekend off with a round of massive layoffs.
Sarepta Therapeutics.
Check this out. A massive downpour turning roads and backyards into ponds. Take a look at this video from Mary Duncan in Fairfield County. You can see her yard and her driveway flooded with inches of water. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Rodney Dunigan.
And I'm Jessica Ralston, Chief Meteorologist Marshall McPeak, taking weather on the go.
And Marshall, the big question that everybody wants to know tonight, have you had a chance to taste any of those ribs just yet? All right, thank you, sir. Right now is a great time to have the Ohio weather app handy. You can get alerts sent straight to your phone about the latest weather updates. It is free. Just search Ohio WX in your app store. And of course, with all the action downtown this weekend, you can expect a few issues on the roads. Elisa Henry breaking down what you can expect. As we've been reporting for some time now, there's a recent spike in domestic violence cases here in the city of Columbus. The number of domestic violence incidents is on the rise. According to Columbus Police, 19% of homicides were caused by domestic violence last year. That's up 2% from 2023. The city is working to find solutions. One way is by launching a website offering a list of violence prevention resources and domestic violence services. We have a link to all the information you need on the ABC6 app. Just search domestic violence. And remember, if you are in a relationship with domestic violence or you know someone who is, help is out there. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. That number is 1-800-799-7233. You can also text BEGIN to 88788. It's available 24/7.
The Ohio State football team took to the field today at the Woody Hayes, but they weren't getting ready for the Texas Longhorns.
The team was making sure about 200 very special fans had the experience of a lifetime. Dave Holmes has the story.
Coming up, the rush to check if you have unclaimed funds is on.
And you might be surprised at who is on that list, including the city of Columbus. We're on your side tracking the money. Up next.
There is a spike right now in people looking for their unclaimed funds.
And the high interest comes after state lawmakers approved a plan to use those funds for a number of projects.
Steve Levine is on your side tonight with who you might be surprised is owed some of that dough.
All right, later this summer, downtown Columbus is getting loud. Mark your calendars for the 3rd annual Rich Street Roar. It's set for Sunday, August 31st. It's the city's premier auto show. In partnership with the Columbus Police Department, ABC6, COSI, and the Columbus Police Foundation, the family-friendly event brings together the coolest cars, bikes, and specialty vehicles for a day of fun. Families will be able to enjoy live music, delicious food vendors, and one-of-a-kind rides. All of it is going down on the Rich Street Bridge. Again, that date is Sunday, August 31st.